and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the 3 slot. And for the Clippers, we've got Patrick Beverley. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. George with the ball, and the shot goes in. George has got the first points of the night for Los Angeles.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Here now the Clippers. With the putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Here's McCollum after the Clippers pick up 2. Anthony in the corner. Pass to Nurkic. Over in the corner, Lillard. 3-pointer. He can't get that one to fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And Nurkic gets it to go.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Leonard on the wing. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Anthony. Portland's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. And that one drops.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
He had a nice open look right there.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
McCollum, no good. Clippers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Lillard against Beverly. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Passes to Nurkic. Just 4 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. They get it back. Clippers leading by 3. The shot by George, wide open. Good on the 3-point shot. George has got 9.
His 4th make in 5 tries, and we're just getting started.
Nurkic kicks to McCollum to end the run. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
George passes to Zubac. Nurkic with the double team. Beverly wide open. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
McCollum right side. Here's the 3. Ariza against George. And here's Ariza. Down low. It's tipped. Stolen by George. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. And it's Paul George with the finish.
A terrific ball thief. PG-13 knows it's a priority to create turnovers that spark the running game.
Now here's Anthony. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. It's hauled in by Zubac.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
And that one's good. Leonard.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Nurkic with it. Back to McCollum. Ariza outside. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. To halt the run, Nurkic can't hit. Clippers leading by 11. And here's George for three. And Beverly kicks to George. That three off the mark. Anthony, the pass to McCollum. Over Beverly. McCollum, no good. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Morris. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing when it comes.
I think it comes from being a...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Here are the five Portland has to start the second quarter. Collins is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Little. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Trent in at the point. Reggie Jackson's checked in for George. Clock at 2. Hood for 3. Kept alive.
Good effort and energy by Whiteside. That time taking advantage of his size and strength.
Williams inside. And it's denied. Little with the ball. Working on Green.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Here's Williams. Harrell trying to free himself up. And that one, good. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Trent, and it goes down 2 points.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's Williams, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Hard to keep up with Lou Williams' quickness. Draws a crazy amount of fouls.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA, just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Whiteside, the pass to Collins. And the shot is good.
Great patience from the young big man. The game slowing down for Whiteside. You can see that.
The pass to Green. On the wing, Williams. He's got 6. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
The offensive rebound. Whiteside, good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Whiteside's got his second bucket tonight.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Quick off his feet, the long arms, easy jam for Jackson.
Passed a little. Hood against Williams. Hood up top. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Down low, here's Little. Makes it off the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Jackson has the open look. A three-pointer off the mark.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And it's in there.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Clippers leading by 7. Williams kicks to Green. Releases from 15. Williams' shot is off. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. Pushing it up and finished off by Collins.
playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Jackson, that's good.
That is a powerful point guard right there. Reggie converting against very tight defense.
Collins passes to Hood, dishes it to Whiteside. Pass to Trent. Rebound by Harrell. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Williams. Portland grabs the miss.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Good on the shot. Trent's got 6 in the quarter.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Williams, and Whiteside sends it back.
Be careful. Whiteside is the ultimate rim protector.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Morris is checked in for Jermichael Green. Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Lou Williams. There's Jackson with the 3. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From outside the arc, and again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Looking at Reggie's motion, it's a little bit of a push shot, but able to get it to go.
Cullen passes to Whiteside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. 6 points for Hassan Whiteside.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
And there's the feed to Harrell. Back to Jackson. No good on the triple. The clock runs out.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 11 points, 2 steals. That's all for now.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
We've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the power forward. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Whiteside, the pass to Anthony. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Marcus Morris picks one up there. This is his first free throw of the game.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Shoots from the elbow, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Morris has got 6 points. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible, and I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Here's Zubac. Lets a floater go, and the layup is up and in.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Cullen passes to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Ariza outside. Now the dish to Nurkic. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And it's 6 points for Nurkic. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Stolen by Zubac. And stolen by Lillard. And it's McCollum off the drive. And the rejection by Zubac. And yes, it's good. McCollum's got his second bucket of the night.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Los Angeles leading by 7. Beverly dishes to Leonard. Wide open look, and the basket is good.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
To the middle, here's McCollum. He kicks to Nurkic. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Lillard. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Leonard, the pass to Morris. A second chance effort. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
If you can't get Leonard a look inside, this is the next best thing. Terrific touch from mid-range.
Lillard surveying the D. The three-pointer no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Back to George. On the wing, Morris. Shoots off the step back. Zubac. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
It's McCollum on the wing, defended by George. Fires for 3. McCollum no good.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Morris. And George kicks to Beverly. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Anthony.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
And the dunk by Zubac.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Nobody near Leonard. The shot off that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Anthony with it, guarded now by Morris. And it's Ariza in the corner. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Portland no good that time either. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 12-4 run right now. George, that's a 2-pointer. Money from the wing. George has got 13.
Silky smooth stroke, nice touch. Paul George is a terrific jump shooter.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout or do you?
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll return shortly. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Portland, they've got Whiteside, Anthony out there with Hood. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Trent in at the 2-guard position. Jackson looking it over. Up top, Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Hood dishes to Carmelo. Back to Hood. Shoots over Leonard. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Rodney Hood has good size at 6'8". Really uses his frame well to get his shots off.
Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the 2 teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the 2 teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the 3 and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. Inside. And Harrell, the bucket on the assist by Williams.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Kicks it to Hood. Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And Harrell slams it in.
If you start the alley-oop, Harrell can usually finish it. He's an explosive big man with good hands.
Anthony's shot is off. Clippers leading by 14. And Leonard has it in the corner. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. No good there with the step back Jay. Outside Anthony. And a wide open look for Hood. Misses off the right eye. The Clippers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. And here's Leonard from 3. Portland grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Trent. But they get it back. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. Ariza's checked in. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Here's Morris. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's Lillard. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And part of what makes Dame special, he can pour it in working off the ball. Rare to see a point guard who finds points without the rock in their hands.
And Leonard has it in the corner. A 3 from Morris. And stolen by Whiteside. Trent passes to Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Here's Morris. The 18-footer is right on the mark. And the Clippers lead by 12.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Here's Trent. He's covered by Shamet. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
An absolute monster inside. Whiteside moving bodies around. Earns himself a trip to the charity stripe.
A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Paul George comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Williams.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Clippers.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
It's rebounded by Leonard. And here is Los Angeles now. It's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. From deep, Collins. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Simons, the pass to Swanigan. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now the Clippers with it. It's a 10-point game. To the left side wing. To the wing right side. Back to Jackson. Right wing. Patterson passes to Jackson. Here's Zubats outside for Jackson. And again, it's the Clippers missing. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage. And there, David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. The city of Dallas. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. DA, it's...
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, DA. Thanks. The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And for the Mavericks, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in its small forward. Now here's Porzingis following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Doncic, no good. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Back to Anthony. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes. And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Outside Hardaway for the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You know, so active on the offensive end is Hardaway Jr. You can tell he feels comfortable taking quick shots like that one.
Lillard, the pass to Ariza. Nurkic trying to get open, and there's Ariza. That's good on the assist by Lillard. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team, and in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Nurkic against Doncic. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Anthony's got his second basket of the night. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Dallas moving the ball around. Doncic looking it over. Shoots from the elbow. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Boy, that's a recipe for disaster, fellas. Allowing Doncic to get comfortable from this area, forget about it.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Whiteside's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Lillard finds Anthony. McCollum with the ball, guarded by Hardaway. McCollum passes to Whiteside. Tries again. Sweet move, and it's good on the layup.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Now, here's Doncic. Powell with it. Lillard picks him up. The 3 for Doncic. Rebounded by Anthony.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
From 11 feet away, Lillard misses. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Here's Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
A reason no luck. The Mavericks trailer. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Porzingis over Anthony. Porzingis can't hit.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
That's a 2 from Lillard. They get it again. Whiteside. It's Anthony with the drive. Another shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, guys, you got to give much respect to the length of Whiteside. I mean, he's a hulking 7-footer who takes a lot of pride in being the defensive anchor for this team.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Brunson kicks to Kleba. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Mavericks shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And so he hits both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Out left to the wing. Passes it to Trent. 1 second left. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And still a close game as the first. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Wright is out there with Maxi Kleba. And there's Seth Curry. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5 spot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And here is Curry after Rodney Hood was able to get the triple. Here's Brunson. Drops in the layup for 2.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of play.
And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Shot by Collins, no good.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Now here's Wright. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Collins dishes to Nurkic. Nice touch on the shot from close range. Nurkic has got the lead up to 5 now for Portland.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Now here's Brunson. Not a lot of room. Curry with a wide open look. Hits it from 3-point range. Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And Clark, the second time was the charm for Seth Curry. Last season, he returned to Dallas after they let him go to Portland for a year.
Greg, sometimes we've seen it on the court, sometimes we see it in life. I mean, you don't miss something until you don't have it. And Seth is more than just a shooter. He's a great shooter, but he's also a very reliable ball handler. He's unselfish. He doesn't take anything for granted. He plays hungry, and Dallas realized the mistake they'd made and went about correcting it.
Now here's Wright, following the miss by Rodney Hood. Here's Brunson, and he hits it to tie the game up. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. Now, here's Kleba. D right on him. Curry passes to Doncic. Outside for Curry, just 5 on the clock. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleba. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for DeLon Wright. And Hardaway is subbed in for Curry. And the officials call a traveling violation. Portland trailing here. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Anthony in the corner. And Portland turns it over again. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Hardaway. Here's Finney-Smith. Ariza covering. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Shoots over Lillard. Doncic with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
It's Ariza on the wing. To the paint to end the cold streak. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from McCollum.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Doncic passes to Powell. Out to Doncic. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from 14.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
McCollum, no good.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Powell, the pass to Hardaway. Here's Finney-Smith from outside off the mark. And a close game so far through the first 2. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much danger. Thanks for joining us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Tim Hardaway Jr.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the 3 slot.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Connects in the foul line jumper. Finney-Smith's got his first points of the night. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
You know, all that size and length there. When Porzingis is using his body like this, I mean, it forces the defense to be aggressive.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Curry's checked in.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Here's Doncic following the basket by C.J. McCollum.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
The tray. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And there's the pass to Doncic. Shoots over Lillard, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, the double checking, and the game continues on. And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Now, Kleber following the three-point attempt by Rodney Hood. Brunson kicks to Cauley Stein. Stolen by Collins. A solo fast break. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
Curry outside. Collins grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Trent. That shot misses. And it's Dallas the other way. Kleber, the pass to Doncic. Wide open look here for Cauley Stein. And the rejection by Collins. It's Curry outside. 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And another shot. They tee that time from Hood. And so Hood will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
And there's no doubt that Lillard is a pure scorer. But it's good to see him focus on his passing, wanting to make his teammates better.
Now, here's Kleber. Outside for Curry. They grab their own miss. Doncic against Hood. And that one's good. Doncic.
Boy, a strong, versatile offensive player. Doncic capable of burning you from anywhere on the floor.
Pass to Trent. For three. Mavericks with the rebound. Now, here's Kleba. Defense is right there. Curry can't get it to go.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Here's Doncic, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of three. Mavericks ahead, leading by a point. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Wright, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. To the inside. No good that time. Good work defensively by Anthony. Lillard outside. Pass to Carmelo. Takes the 3. Porzingis with the steal. And Wright kicks to Porzingis. Outside Hardaway. The 3 ball. And he's good on the 3 ball. Hardaway has got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Here's McCollum. Here's Whiteside. The second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Ariza with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
To the middle. It's Ariza on the wing. Porzingis against McCollum. Shot clock at 6. Whiteside dishes to Ariza. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Mavericks have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Wright. Hardaway for 3. It's good from long range. Hardaway has got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for the Mavs. Anthony finds Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Good on the bucket.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
Dallas leading by 3. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Let's go. And it's Portland with the rebound. Whiteside's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's McCollum. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his 3rd assist on the night.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
No one near Whiteside as he lets it go. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Great execution by Porzingis, showing you he can get it done in the clutch.
The pass to Carmelo. McCollum outside. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Whiteside, and he banks in the layup. That's 10 points for Hassan Whiteside.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Lillard finds McCollum. It's McCollum on the wing. Now Whiteside, guarded by Hardaway. Whiteside, the pass to McCollum to take the lead, and the layup is up and in. McCollum's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
Here's Porzingis. He dishes it to Powell. And stolen by Whiteside. Leaps for it. And now Portland on the break. Ariza outside. Whiteside, no good. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Porzingis. Got it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Good!
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go. Yeah, he's got a great motor, Hardaway Jr. He does not need to be pushed to step up in big moments. He relishes it.
McCollum kicks to Anthony. Kicks it out to Lillard. Down low. Here's Whiteside. It's good!
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 1. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And I think they've got enough time to try and get the ball inside. And unless they get a wide open look on the perimeter, that should be what the focus is. Even if you miss at the rim, you've got a good chance to maybe try and draw a foul.
Count it. Good.
But you know what, guys? You want the ball in Porzingis' hands in clutch moments. Why? He's an impact player.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 1. 1 second left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation.
And Hassan Whiteside in this deep, he's great at getting inside and finishing with force.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. What's your take, guys?
Not sure they have enough time for the catch and shoot here. Only hope is to try for a tip-in off the inbound. They've got their work cut out for them on this possession.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. And it was quite a display as the Trailblazers arrived at the...
Hey, Kevin. Well,
It does indeed. Thanks, David. The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the center. And for Brooklyn, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Lillard. McCollum right side. 6 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Irving. Goes up on the wing. Allen kicks to Irving. Second chance shot. Allen passes to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. It's Durant on the wing. 5 to shoot. And at last, they get one to fall. Durant's got the opening field goal of the game for Brooklyn.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Now here's Durant. Here's Allen. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Here's Ariza. After the made shot from KD. Ariza no luck. Outside Irving. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Can't hit from 12. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. McCollum finds Ariza. Back to McCollum. Passes it to Nurkic. He dishes it to Ariza. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Irving up top, covered by Lillard. LeVert with a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
There's the double team with Allen. Lillard dishes to Carmelo. To the paint. Can they get it? Nurkic gets to Ariza. Back to Nurkic. Three-pointer, Lillard. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Irving with it. Lillard picks him up. And it's Irving missing. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Ariza. Goes back up. No good. Shot missing. Excellent D there from Allen. Shoots from 14. Second shot opportunity. Up and in on the layup. Allen's got his second basket of the game.
And not hard to see why they're on the bad end of this run. Just not doing the job on that defensive backboard.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Durant down low. Covered by Anthony. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Already, they piled up 8 second chance points.
Here's Ariza. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy's no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
KD looking around. Great D that time from Nurkic. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Portland. 11-point game. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. Shoots it. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Durant's got 8 points.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
The pass to McCollum. Back to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Sinks the three-pointer.
With the quick, accurate release, McCollum thrives on catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Outside Irving. Lays it up off the glass.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here is Lillard. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Misses the wing chair. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly.
I know that when the main guy usually decides to.
I think he's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disrupted.
Great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
Here are the five Portland has to start the second quarter. We've got Rodney Hood. Whiteside is out there with Collins. Then it's Little. And it's Trent in at point guard. Jordan the pass to Irving. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
Oh, no. Remember, Whiteside has had 10-plus blocks in a single game. A true swatting machine. It was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
And a bounce-back season for Whiteside. Got the minutes he wanted with Portland and showed he could still be an impact player.
Yeah, he showed he's still a monster when it comes to blocks and rebounds. This year will be the most telling with Whiteside. He got a new deal. I want to see if he keeps pushing himself or reverts to lazy play.
Tries again. Shot from 12. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Again, the Nets for two. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Out to Hood. Portland moving the ball around. Little passes to Trent. Here's Whiteside. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
You got to keep Whiteside off the glass because he's a huge threat to put misses back in.
Outside Irving. Jacks up a 3. And the Nets another 3.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game. They've tailored their offense around him, and let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Pass to Luwawu. Deflects the pass. And now Portland on the break. Here's Trent. No good from outside. Nets leading by 14. Harris looking it over. Luwawu, the pass to Harris. Prince outside. Irving with a clean look. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Pass to Trent. Little with the ball. Dishes it to Whiteside. Feeds it to Little. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Here's Irving. Rebounded by Hood.
Nice interior defense. Can't give him any space inside or he'll burn you.
That one falls.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Irving finds Jordan. Here's Luwawu. Passes to Irving. Goes up to the stripe. Again, the Nets for two.
Got to know that Irving is an excellent mid-range shooter. But then again, where isn't he a great shooter?
Out to Hood. And the pass to Trent. Here's Whiteside. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Whiteside's got 8 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Luwawu, the pass to Jordan, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Portland.
Credit to Jordan for finishing in spite of the foul. He never relents on the play.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Lillard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Inside. Yes, that goes in.
And how about the quick thinking on the catch and shoot? Have to applaud Allen's decision-making there.
And here's McCollum for 3. Here's Nurkic, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating, because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you get...
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Brooklyn did not hesitate to set the pace. Seemingly flawless as the game got underway. They were knocking down. And that'll do it.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot.
The star just keeps rising for Damian Lillard. Heck of a talent with tremendous range.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Ariza has the open look. And the 3 off target.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Nurkic, Irving with the steal. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Dinwiddie outside. KD on the wing, covered by Anthony. Clock at 6, and then Durant with the dunk.
Textbook feed from Allen, a big man who helps facilitate the offense.
Here's Lillard. To the middle. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. From deep. Brooklyn with the rebound. Allen's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Lillard from outside. Portland no good that time either. Brooklyn leading by 20. It's stolen by Ariza. McCollum left side. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
It's more than just being in the right place at the right time. I mean, he's been active and aggressive.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
And it's Irving missing.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Can they get it? Allen with the rebound. Allen's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to KD. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
So funny. I remember with those scouts how bad they talked about him during his time in the NBA scouting and all that, saying he couldn't lift and coming out of college, and he's gotten stronger. Durant's been able to do this with more regularity. Look, he powers through for the bucket. He gets a chance to tack on another point at the line.
For 3, Harris. Portland grabs the miss. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound in this one. And a wide open look for Hood. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Outside Durant. Back to Harris. Over Hood. Here's Jordan. On the wing, Harris. They get it back. Prince kicks to Dinwiddie. On the wing, Harris. Jordan trying to free himself up. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. It's Prince on the wing. In the corner, it's Harris. Patchen coming off the assist from KD. Harris has got 8 points.
And you can't leave someone open around Durant. He keeps his eyes up, makes a play for his teammate.
The shot by Lillard wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Harris. Offensive rebound, Nets. Dinwiddie kicks to Harris. Back to Durant. 4 seconds left. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Nasir Little picks one up.
Whether it's that sweep through or up fake, Durant has always been canny about luring defenders into fouls.
Durant nails both of them. From deep three-point range, offline. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Brooklyn ahead. They finish off the third quarter with a massive 16-3 run. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Swanigan is out there with Collins. Then it's Little. Then it's Hazonia. And it's Simons in at the point. Shoots it up. Knocked loose. Pass to Temple. Kicks to Johnson. To the left wing. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
And the technical free throw is good. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Irving's shot is good.
All Irving needs is a little room to fire. Once the screen comes his way, he's going to school the defense.
Lillard looking around. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Irving for three. And the rebound by Nurkic.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Lillard from outside, but they recover it.
Now, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
Portland no good that time either. And Joe Allen will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Outside for Durant. Left side, Irving. Nets passing it around. Durant the pass to LeVert. No good with the triple. Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And here's McCollum for three. And the three ball is good.
Well, and sometimes you just got to assume every three McCollum is going to take is going to go in.
Three-pointer. Allen dishes to Dinwiddie. Durant wide open. He fires. No good on the three. Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Launches a three. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Whiteside's checked in for the Trailblazers. Hood comes in for Trevor Ariza. They get it again. Dinwiddie kicks to KD. Durant with another miss. For Portland, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
Outside Durant from 15 feet away, and they pick up 2. KD's got 11 in the second half.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
Here's Durant. Again, Durant missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Hood drives in. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jared Allen.
Well, he showed what it takes to be a great rebounder tonight. Fighting for position, boxing out, never getting outworked down low.
Here's Allen, and slam dunk by Allen. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 15 rebounds.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
Three-pointer, Lillard bangs home the trifecta. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. Knocks down the three ball.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
From deep, off target. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. Welcome, everyone. We are near.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the power forward position. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Nurkic. And it's Ariza in at the small forward.
Boy, Carmelo Anthony is capable, when he wants to, of spotting that open man. Pretty pass.
George with the ball. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Anthony. After the miss from Damian Lillard. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. George passes to Leonard. Out to Morris. Back to Leonard. Puts one up from 19. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Leonard doesn't give the defense time to react. His catch-and-shoot game is on point.
McCollum dishes to Carmelo. Pass to Nurkic. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Here's Leonard. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Passes it to Ariza. Feeds to Nurkic. Back to Ariza. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, this guy was the 43rd pick in the 2004 NBA draft. And what a career for Trevor Ariza. An NBA championship with the Lakers 5 years after he's drafted.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
George passes to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And that one's good. Beverley.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
3-pointer, Lillard. The Clippers grab the miss. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Again, the Clippers. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Here's Beverley following the score by Damian Lillard. Leonard inside. Ariza covering. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Portland moving the ball over. Offensive rebound. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Down low. Ariza outside. 4 on the shot clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A different look now for Portland. Whiteside's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Collins comes in for Anthony. And it's Little in for Trevor Ariza. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubats. Green comes in for Marcus Morris. Landry Shamet's checked in for George. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverley. Whiteside finds Collins. McCollum left side. In the corner, it's Little. McCollum passes to Whiteside. To the middle. Here's Lillard over Williams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Lou Williams.
You know, Dame loves to test the defense like that, runs up against it, and then outworks them.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Trent's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Jackson's checked in. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Williams kicks to Green. And Whiteside sends it back. And now Portland on the break. Trent gets the bucket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
That's a smart play Jackson will keep going back to. He knows he'll make it to the rim, get fouled, or maybe both.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Trent. Shamet with the steal. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Clippers lead by 10. The second quarter coming up right after.
I'm training summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. We've got Montrezl Harrell. Landry Shamet is out there with Green. And there's Jackson, and it's Williams at the 2 guard. Williams passes to Shamet. Misses the 3. And so Hood will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 8-point game. And Montrezl Harrell, a fiery competitor, plays the game to us with a lot of emotion.
He does, Kevin. You think about his time playing in Houston, he struggled a little bit. He stewed on the bench, got a reputation as a little bit of a hothead. But look what happens in a new system in LA. The chemistry with Lou Williams. He settles him down a little bit. This city and this organization and his teammates have brought out the best in him. How about the focus of Lou Williams? Inside, able to finish. Nice.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Los Angeles leading by 8. Pass to Shamet. Well, we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Jackson, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Hassan Whiteside. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Collins. George is checked in for the Clippers. Hood deciding where to go with it. Fires for 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Williams finds Green. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. One-on-one fast break. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Trent.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
It's George on the wing. The three ball. The shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. Right side, the pass to Carmelo. Clippers leading by 9. Here's George. Kept alive. Green on the wing. Jackson takes a three. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, Paul George putting the size and the length that he possesses to be an effective force on the glass. Nice.
Whiteside kicks to Little. Back to Whiteside. And the rejection by Harrell. 4 on the clock. Over to the left wing. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverly comes in for Williams. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. George with no one around. Good on the triple. George has got 7.
Well, the three ball has become one of the best attributes that Paul George brings to the table. Great form, great touch.
Ariza finds Hood. Now McCollum. There's the pass to Nurkic. Portland again missing. And here are the Clippers. They're on a 10-2 run here. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Jackson. And that's now 9 points for Paul George. Trailblazers trail by 16.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Ariza dishes to McCollum. Anthony against Morris. Anthony, the pass to Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. Hood with it. Back to Nurkic. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Nurkic has got his first basket.
I really admire the presence of mind from Rodney Hood. He's terrific at realizing when one of his teammates is wide open.
Jackson misses. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Here's McCollum. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the wide open shot from Morris. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Here's McCollum. And the rejection by Harrell. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Nurkic. Ariza against George. Banked in off the glass. George has got 9 points now in the quarter.
How about Paul George? Puts it on the deck, uses that explosive quickness. This guy is really hard to contain.
Paul George, he's been the guy making think. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greeting. From the get-go, it was the Clippers who came out strong. An exceptional game.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. Morris into the lane, and it's good for 2. Morris has got 6.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
The 3 from George. The offensive rebound. Morris passes to Zubac. Count that bucket. And the Clippers lead by 20.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
McCollum finds Ariza. Here's Nurkic, and good that time. Nurkic has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, quality floor recognition from Trevor Ariza. If a teammate is open, I promise you he will deliver.
Here's George. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Anthony. Finished off the break. Anthony's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, that could easily have been a 3-point play. A little contact, Melo still goes right to it.
Morris outside from deep 3-point range. Lillard with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 16. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Trent can't hit.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Here's Leonard. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the rejection by Leonard.
Well, the length of Kawhi Leonard twice on the pipes with that 7'3" wingspan. I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Morris outside. Over Collins. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got 6 in the quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Williams dishes to Morris. Zubac the pass to Morris. Got a piece of it. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Little, he's checked in for Portland. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson comes in for Morris. Williams kicks to Leonard. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist from Leonard. And the Clippers lead by 18.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
Lillard outside. Kicks it out to Collins. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now. Los Angeles leading by 18. Here's Leonard. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Now, this is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Lillard attacking and stolen by Harrell. Jackson with it. Lillard picks him up. Here's Leonard. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Lillard.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
And it's Williams with the ball for Los Angeles. Charity stripe shot. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 10 points.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
And so it's Los Angeles holding a big 18-point lead to close. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Los Angeles leading by 18. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, Beverly and Shannon in the backcourt together. Under down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. And it's George in at the 3 slot. Here's McCollum. No good there. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Shamet the pass to Leonard. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. 16 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Here's Ariza. Rebound by the Clippers.
Superb defense, guys. No way he's going to let him get off a clean look at the basket.
And it's George missing.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Here's Trent. He's covered by Leonard. Trent passes to Nurkic. Shamet with the steal. Harrell kicks to Beverly. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. George against McCollum.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Trent passes to McCollum. Got a piece of it. On the wing, George. Kicks it out to Leonard.
Come get it.
Launches it. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ariza finds Nurkic. And stolen by Harrell. Leonard looking around. Pass to Beverly. Nurkic with the block. Here's Trent. He's covered by Leonard. Passes to Nurkic. Here's Trent. Kicks it out to Lillard. Great D that time from Leonard. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
McCollum against George for the 3. Ariza with the rebound.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Ariza much improved as a free thrower over the course of his career.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Anthony's checked in. And then for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Harrell, and Marcus Morris subbed in for Landry Shamet. Nobody near Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss. Trailblazers trail by 16. A 3 from McCollum. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Nurkic. And it's McCollum in the corner. Inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Williams, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Clippers leading by 16. Outside Leonard. Up top Zubac. George looking over the floor. Zubac finds Leonard, tries it from 19, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Leonard's got 10 points in just the second half. Ariza against Leonard. Lillard attacking. Can't cash in from close range. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Los Angeles making a switch here. Man passes to Leonard from the arc. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Los Angeles.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kawhi Leonard.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy, in attack mode all evening.
Simons, the pass to Whiteside, out to Hood. Lets it go with a three. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Here's Leonard. And no good that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. 30 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Simons, the pass to Swanigan. Misses from short range. And here are the Clippers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Magruder. Leonard, that's for 2. Again, Leonard missing. Hood finds Whiteside. Over to the wing. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony. And it's Ariza in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Now here's Anthony. Here's Nurkic. Porzingis with the block.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
And here's Doncic from the arc. The shot, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. And stolen by Ariza. Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. Count that one.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Hardaway. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Anthony.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by Ariza.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
And Finney-Smith gets it to go. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Back to Anthony. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard surveying the D. To the paint, Nurkic. Tries it again, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Dallas.
A physical big, Nurkic embracing, going up and attracting the contact when he's trying to score.
And both free throws good for Nurkic. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Now the pass to Doncic. Now here's Porzingis. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Nurkic.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Hardaway with the steal. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Count it. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play, excited. But I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Here's Porzingis after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, you got to push Porzingis out of the paint. If you don't, you're looking for trouble.
Anthony, the pass to Lillard. Kicks it out to Ariza. And a wide open look for McCollum. Cranes the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Mavericks trail by 3. Doncic right side. Feeds it to Powell. Nurkic with the block. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time, rising up for the dunk.
And stolen by Lillard. And now Anthony pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And it's Anthony with the jam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end.
Now here's Powell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Excellent quickness that time by Hardaway. Allows him to do work inside.
Lillard against Doncic. Lillard right side. Powell against Nurkic. To the middle. Here's Anthony. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Curry outside. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Hood kicks to Anthony. Back to Hood. Pass to Trent. With 1 on the clock, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Carmelo Anthony getting it done for the Portland Trailblazers. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he...
I look to the times where things are going well.
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Blazers.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Portland, Collins is out there with Little. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then there's Whiteside, and it's Trent in at the point. They get the rebound. Here's Cauley Stein, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Here's Trent. Brunson covering. Trent passes to Hood. Here's Trent. Just 5 to shoot. Down low and stolen by Cauley Stein. Here's Wright. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Cauley Stein in the post. Whiteside's there. It's stolen by Little. Oh, and here we go with Collins. Nobody back. And finished off by Collins.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Right side Hood. He kicks it to Collins. Cauley Stein passes to Curry. Over Trent. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Curry's got his first points of the game.
Seth Curry's game in the mid-range area continues to look better, taking advantage of all opportunities. Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for DeLon Wright. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Now, here's Doncic. It's Curry outside. That will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor. Kicks it out to Lillard. Little. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Little's got the lead up to 7 now for Portland.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Good.
You know what? It's really rare to see young players like Doncic have such offensive creativity in their games. Deadly from the mid-range.
To the inside. Little gets the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Portland making their last shot. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Curry. McCollum passes to Whiteside. And it's McCollum off the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McCollum's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Porzingis. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
Little gets the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Finney Smith after Nasir Little's bucket. Drills the three-pointer.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Whiteside finds Ariza. Kicks it out to Lillard. Wants to get it back to Whiteside and does. They shoot again. Back to Lillard. Inside, and they double up Whiteside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call for the Trailblazers. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Whiteside. And Anthony subbed in for Little. And then for Dallas, Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway is subbed in for Curry. And here's Doncic from the arc. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Powell kicks to Hardaway. The 3 for Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. No good on the fast break pull-up. And thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A fantastic first quarter from Carmelo Anthony. He had 8 points and no... And that's...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
On the 4 for Dallas. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Hardaway is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Doncic with the steal. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Doncic against Anthony.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Ariza no luck.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
They get it back. Powell and Anthony sends it back. Ariza no luck.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with this team leading. Perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. Fires the three. Takes the three. Nailed from three-point land. Finney-Smith's got 5.
Porzingis has no problem giving the ball up. This is just the kind of unselfishness you like to see.
Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboards.
And that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Powell, that's good.
Yeah, Powell showing you right there that he can play through contact. Very physical and good concentration, too, to get that up and down.
Anthony gets to Ariza. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Got a hand on it, and he recovers it. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was a 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Mavericks trail by 9. Stolen by Collins. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. The 3 from McCollum. Tips it. Here's Nurkic. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. He's got 10.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Passes it to Trent. It's McCollum on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. 13 feet away. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Runs in the pass to Cauley Stein. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Whiteside's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Dallas also making a switch. Hardaway's checked in.
And what I like about Cauley Stein is just how hard he plays. Really both ends, a scrappy player.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Trent. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Trailblazers lead by 10. Here's Curry with the 3. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Collins. And that one released in time, but no good.
And that stifling defense of Cauley Stein is what got him.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't go away. We'll be right back. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. They've got McCollum Anthony is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Trent in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Trent. And here's McCollum for 3. Up again. And Whiteside stays right with it. Whiteside's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Now here is Hardaway. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
McCollum finds Anthony over Kleba. The offensive rebound. Whiteside. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 9 points. Stolen by McCollum. Good with it. Hardaway picks him up. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 13.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Curry. Dallas, no good that time either.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
Hood, the pass to Carmelo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Takes the 13-footer, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Powell with the steal. Lillard against Doncic. Out to Porzingis. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Doncic passes to Porzingis. 5 on the clock. With the fadeaway. Out to Doncic. The pass to Porzingis from deep. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now here's Ariza to the paint. Here's Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And Hassan Whiteside in this deep, he's great at getting inside and finishing with force.
Doncic dishes to Powell. There's the 3. Doncic, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Portland with another turnover here. Mavericks trail by 14. Porzingis finds Doncic. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Guys, Doncic has great shooting mechanics, and he can knock it down from deep or just about from anywhere on the court.
Powell against Nurkic. Here's Ariza. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. From past the arc, Powell the pass to Doncic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Trailblazers leading by 11.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Trailblazers.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man, gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Yusuf Nurkic.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight. A force on both ends.
Drills it from outside.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
It's McCollum on the wing, guarded by Doncic. Nobody near Lillard. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
And here's Porzingis for a three. Rebound by the Trailblazers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And here's Anthony for three. Stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. Missed. And so it's Portland winning this one. Some good. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. The lights of downtown reflecting off the Willamette River. And before we get going,
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in a shooting guard. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Trevor Ariza. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Irving misses.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Back to McCollum. Portland moving the ball around. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. And here's Irving. And stolen by Ariza. And now Portland on the break. Lillard the pass to Ariza. Feeds to Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
How about the experience paying off here as Ariza excellent at noticing that his man was wide open.
Outside, KD. Good on the shot.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Irving against Lillard. Irving can't get it to go. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Anthony. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Melo buries these kind of shots all the time. It seems like there's not a difficult shot in Melo's handbook.
Irving looking over the floor. Durant down low. He's guarded by McCollum. Yep, that one goes in there.
Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
Now here's Anthony. Back to Ariza. Outside Anthony. And stolen by Irving. In transition, here come the Nets. A nice shot by LeVert. LeVert's got his second basket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Ariza outside. Anthony up on top. Guarded by KD. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Here's Harris. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. On the wing, Irving. Clock at 6. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Kyrie not backing away from the contact there. In fact, welcoming that one tricked you into it.
Back to Lillard. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Prince misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
The shot. And it's Lillard missing. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Cullen passes to Whiteside. Good on the bucket. Whiteside's got his second basket.
Getting physical with Whiteside doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to slow him down.
Fires from 14. Jordan controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Luwawu is checked in for Irving. The Nets shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. Trailblazers trail by 3. Pass to Little. Whiteside up top, guarded by Jordan. And it's Little finishing it off.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. A nice shot by Harris.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Nets. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched a puck.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Then there's Harris, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Now here's Hood, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Lillard kicks to Hood. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Prince. Nets leading by 5. And Harris wide open. He shoots, kept alive.
Well, DeAndre Jordan dominates this game on both ends around the glass.
To the wing on the left. Here's Trent. The pass to Whiteside. He can't hit that time. Jordan with some nice D. Luwawu, the pass to Dinwiddie. Jordan trying to free himself up. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 5.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Pass to Trent. They swipe it. And here's Harris from the arc. Offensive rebound, Nets. Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The putback, and there's Jordan, putting it right back in. Jordan's got the lead up to 11 now for Brooklyn.
Well, Jordan just wreaking havoc on the rim now.
For 3, Harris. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Little passes to Whiteside. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Harris with it. He's picked up by Whiteside, and they're moving it up. And Lillard gets it to go.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by Brooklyn.
Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Dinwiddie. Here's Luwawu. He feeds it to Jordan. Harris outside. The 3. Connects from three-point range. Harris has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
Got to put a body on there. Just too big down low.
59 seconds left in the first half. Irving for three. That shot off, and it's Portland the other way. Out to the right wing. Ariza against Levert. Nurkic again. The Trailblazers good for two.
Well, the team set up Nurkic so well there. He had plenty of space. Calm and collecting.
Nobody near Irving. They grabbed their own miss. Allen's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 12. McCollum kicks to Anthony. The feed now to Nurkic. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
Levert the pass to Llewellyn. Back to Levert. It's stolen by Ariza. And now Portland on the break. The pull-up. Anthony finds Nurkic. Outside Anthony. Here's Trent. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The period came to a close with them.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. One guy who's been getting it done is Jusuf Nurkic.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
Allen, that's good.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
It's good. Nets leading by 8. Outside Irving. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Irving passes to Durant. And stolen by Ariza. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And the basket by McCollum.
Has tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. At one point, they led by 16. Durant dishes to Allen. Durant wide open, he fires. And he gets it to go from the corner. Durant's got 6 points.
Vintage KD, quick trigger on the catch and shoot.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
Irving against Lillard. Unloads from 13. Again, the Nets for 2.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Anthony finds Ariza. Portland moving the ball around. Stolen by Allen. In transition, here come the Nets. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Improving so much since his rookie season. I can't wait to see the next step LeVert makes in his career.
Brooklyn shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, one step to the hoop and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic. Collins comes in for Trevor Ariza. Rodney Hood subbed in for Lillard. Shot clock at 5 and stolen by Jordan. In transition, here come the Nets. Prince with the ball. The shot by KD. No good. Trailblazers trail by 10. To the inside. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Collins. McCollum's got his second bucket of the night.
McCollum has shown the ability to get inside and also finish. It's just how shifty he is.
Pass to LeVert. KD on the wing. Over Collins. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Hood finds Whiteside. From 10 feet out, it's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Hood.
A great pass by Whiteside, hanging in that play.
McCollum against Harris. Tips it up, and there's Jordan, putting it right back in. Jordan's got 10 points in the game.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
Anthony, the pass to Whiteside. And he comes up with the deuce. 6 points for him.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Out to Harris. It's Prince on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum. And here's Harris from the arc. Collins grabs the miss.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Back to Whiteside. And stolen by Jordan. In transition, here come the Nets. And Whiteside sends it back.
As soon as Whiteside positions himself, he just spikes that one away. It's like he's playing beach volleyball.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Now, here's Collins. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Whiteside.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
For 3, Harris. Offensive rebound, Jordan, and it's blocked by Whiteside. They're running. Here's Collins. And it's Durant with the rebound. Down low, here's Prince. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Prince has got his first points in this one. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nets lead by 6 from Portland. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Nets leading by 6. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 guard. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Irving from long range. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Nets lead by 9.
Well, he's seeing everything right now. Fantastic job pulling the trigger when he's open.
Anthony, the pass to Nurkic. To the middle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Trevor Ariza, one of those hard hat guys who you know you're going to get what you get from him on a nightly basis. Guard on defense and be a capable three-point shooter. Just comes to do his job.
Lets it go from 14. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Here's Trent. Dinwiddie covering. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
And it's Irving missing.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times. Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
KD on the wing. Over Anthony. And that one goes long. Trailblazers trail by 8 inside. From 7. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Durant against Anthony. Durant kicks to Irving. Off target with his 3.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard from outside. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's Durant on the wing, covered by Anthony. It's good. KD's got 4 this quarter.
It's just lethal. Once Kevin Durant gets into that spot, he can rise up, and it's pretty much going to go in.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And it's sent back by Allen. And there's a minute 45 left in the 4th quarter. And that one is good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Trent, defended by Allen. Nurkic, he's still on. Now he is 9 of 10.
Nurkic tonight stepping up in a big way and taking the lead role here offensively.
Dinwiddie with it, now guarded by Nurkic. Got that bucket in no time at all. And the Nets lead by 11.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Anthony against KD. Dishes it to Allen. Count it.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Nets.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for DeAndre Jordan.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
Ariza passes to Nurkic. Outside Anthony. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jared Allen.
Melo powering his way through the defense down there. He's used to that kind of contact throughout his career.
So Anthony nails both of them. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Irving for 3. Good on the three-point shot.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
To the inside, here's Simons. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
Heads up play by Rodney Hood.
Irving for 3. Swanigan pulls it in. Pass to Hazanya. From deep three-point range, misses the shot. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They came in here, and David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our